In this video, we're going to show how to make tzitzis. We start by acquiring a set of strings from the local Judaic store. They come wrapped up like this. These are not ordinary strings. Usually there's a tag here showing that these tzitzis were made l'shem mitzvah tzitzis, for the sake of the mitzvah tzitzis, and also indicating whether the strings were made by hand or by machine. In this packet we get 16 strings. 4 of them are much longer than the other. Those will be the shamashim, the ones that are used to make the windings around the other 3, as we will demonstrate. Once we unravel the tzitzis, we end up with a set like this. Notice that on one side we even them up, and the other side, one of them of course is much longer, as we mentioned before. It's worthwhile to use a bobby pin. This will serve as our needle to guide the tzitzis through the hole. And before we do that, we say l'shem mitzvah tzitzis to declare our intention that we're doing this for the mitzvah of tzitzis. At this point, we try to even up the ends like this. We now make a double knot, and we crease it a little bit so that the tzitzis will not be hanging from the bottom of the beged, but rather from the side. That's preferable. Now we use the other 4 to go around, and we make our double knot. At this point, we take the 4 ends that are even and make a slip knot. This is halachic significance, as we will learn that in case the tzitzis tear, it makes a difference if they are on the same side or on 2 different sides of the knot. So we want to keep always the same 4 on one side. Now we take all the 7 ends and separate from the longer one. And the idea here is that we want to avoid slack. So we always keep pressure on the strings. As we begin our loops, our windings, we use one finger as our brake, and we start making 7 windings around the strings. Always making sure that there's no slack. We don't release this finger until we grab with this one. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we pick up our slip knot and separate them from the other 4, pull them together, put in the finger in order to create a loop, make a knot, and then use the other 4 to go around, and we have completed our first section, our first hulia. Now again we take all the 7, separate them from the longer one, and now we're going to do the same process except for 8 windings. It is proper to avoid being distracted while making the tzitzis, that is, even talking about things that are unrelated to the mitzvah of tzitzis. It doesn't make a difference if they are not so close together, because when we come to tighten, then we will pull them together. And 8. Again, the same procedure. We grasp before we release. Pull them together. Insert the finger. Make the first half of the knot. And now use the other 4 to go around and make our second double knot. That's the second hulia. Now once again we separate the shamash from the other ends, and now we will make 11 windings. Three, 4, 6. Notice that we don't release until we grasp with the other hand, because we want to avoid slack so that it doesn't unravel at the end. We find our slip knot, we pull them together, and then again with the other ones, we go around. Find our shamash. Use our finger at the bottom as our break, and now we make 13 windings to complete one corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, that's 13 windings. We secure it, find our slip knot, separate the 4 from the other 4. Our double knot. Now the slip knot is undone, and we have completed one corner of the tzitzit.